Hello and welcome back to Put to Practice Cooking. Today we are going to be making a recipe from this Destiny cookbook, and it's going to be these twice baked sweet potatoes. I got to admit that looks really good, and I got to say the artist, the photograph there definitely did it justice. So definitely kind of an interesting recipe. It's going to be just seems to be we're going to be making essentially mashed potatoes, even though it's and we're going to put right back into the skin. It's kind of interesting, so we'll see how that goes. All right, so first off, we're gonna get our sweet potatoes, and then we're gonna get some. We're gonna stab some holes in them so we get some so it cooks properly. All right, so that should be good. So now what we're gonna do is going to let's see, stay perfect like that. So we're gonna paint it with some olive oil. Should be good. Now we're just gonna rinse and repeat. All right, so there is our potatoes. So now what we're going to do is put this in the oven. It's going to be set for 425, and then it's going to be set for an hour. I might have to do it a little bit longer because the oven's been kind of a little fickle. So then it's going to be, so we're going to keep doing it until it's soft and whatnot. Afterwards, we're going to let it cool, and then later on, we're going to scoop out the innards and then put them back in. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that once we a little bit later. So I'll see you after about the hour. All right, we're back for another part. So what we're doing right now is we are pan frying our shallots that we're going to be using for the topping for the potatoes. So we put just a little bit of vegetable oil in with some of the leftover bacon grease, because just make sure you just cook some bacon, just however you want to do it. You either get some non-cooked one or cooked one, whatever. I cooked it in this pan, and then now I'm going to cook it in the bacon grease, so we got a little that extra bacon flavor in the shallots. This is going to be on medium low, and it's going to take probably about like 5 minutes. Okay, so we will be back once the potatoes are done, and I'll show you the cooking process. We'll get started with the making of the actual the quote-unquote mashed potatoes that we're making. All right, we are back. So this is our potatoes after we're done. So now what we're going to do is roll it over, at least as best we can. Move them a bit. Now we are going to oh, look at that. Nice and steamy and plenty of that good orangey goodness. And because we did it so well, I don't have to worry. So what we gotta make sure you're doing is that we're trying to see if we can save the potato skins, because we're gonna put them right back in so we can bake them again afterwards. Normally this recipe does call for 4 of them, but had an extra one that I wanted to get use up, so that's why we got this big guy. These are the 4 that normally were. It's also what you're supposed to use. So all right, so now we're just gonna rinse and repeat. So see you after the time lapse. So there is all of our sweet potato. Hopefully some of this is, maybe just remove a little bit of that. Doesn't look that good, but yeah. So essentially now what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it in a coconut cream sauce, and then once we do that, then it's gonna be with some butter, and then we're gonna melt that all together, and then we'll throw that in there once it gets to the good stage. No, the recipe does call for sage, but I'm just omitting that because I'm not really a big fan of it. So we'll just get to it. We'll just a minute. You can put it in if you want. Have at it. So I'll see you back in a second. All right, we are back. So now we got about a fourth and a little bit extra because I have the big one in there of coconut cream, and then about 2 tablespoons of butter. So we're gonna melt that down, let that all combine for about 3 minutes. Once we get that, then we're gonna put in our sweet potatoes, and then we're going to be adding in this. This is going to be our spicy paprika, smoked paprika salt. Smoked paprika salt, sorry. It's really easy to make. You just mix it all together kind of thing. I'll include the recipe down below. It makes quite a bit more than what you need. You only need like 2 tablespoons of it. So it's actually pretty good, but I'll give you my muted version because the normal recipe calls for it. Calls for it to be calls for 4 tablespoons of cayenne pepper. Sorry, 4 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. Still quite a bit, and 1 tablespoon I think is plenty enough, just so you can get that kick and then still enjoy it. You know. Put that. Okay, we are back. Sorry, just moved off, adjusted the camera so that we can get it all in one go. So. Do this in small bits so it doesn't splatter everywhere. I think that is probably thoroughly mashed. So now it's going to be our paprika, smoked paprika salt. Put that right in there. Mix that up. Okay, I think that's going to be good. All right, so now we'll move on to putting it back into the skin so we can bake them. Be right back. All right, we're back. So now I just gotta scoop these in. Okay, so there's our kind of little messy mashed potato bowls. So now here we got our bacon bits, some chives, and some our shallots that we already made. So we're gonna pour those right on top. Obviously, some of it's gonna fall off, so that's fine. To be honest, I think if I put any more toppings, it's just gonna be mostly on the ground. So looks like you're gonna have some extra left. So, okay, so next part. Ooh, that's good. Sorry, it's on my fingers. So next part we're gonna put this back in the oven. Sorry, I don't know if I said it or not, but once you take them out, you're gonna lower it down to 350. And then afterwards you can put that in for another 15 minutes. And then after that point, then you are going to let it broil for very quickly. We just want to be able to crisp up the toppings on top. After that point, then it's ready to serve. I will see you at the taste test. All right, so this is after a little bit of broiling. I think that turned out very, very well. Let's see how it's good. That is like candy. That is delicious, and then you got all the onions and all that. To be honest, I think maybe I should have put more of the. I think I'll probably put a little bit more of the paprika salt on there. But outside of that, this is like perfect. Definitely going to be adding this to my repertoire of stuff. Sheesh. Well, hope yours turn out as good as mine. Hope you have a good rest of your night. See you around.